Okay. Yeah, we're it's time. It's time for the show to start. So, hi everybody. Thanks so much for coming. As most of you already know, my name is Bonnie Whitmore, and this is my Thursday night residency. Tonight, I'm very excited because I have. I will try not to gush too much. We've become friends now, so it seems awkward. But like, Kim is one of my favorites. I fell in love with her many, many years ago, and I admittedly have learned and played so many of her songs that she's probably not even aware of until now. But y'all give it up for Kim Richey.
Hey.
Thank you. And I always like to do a tiny little disclaimer because I love this room and I love this space so much because of the intimacy that we get to share with each other. It's like being in a living room. But I just want to let you know, if you think you're having a private conversation, you are not. So just keep that in mind. And without further ado, will you kick us off?
Oh, I guess so. Okay. Alrighty. We're not going to get it whipped up by a tornado or anything, are we?
I think it's passed us by at this point.
It's
We're
passed?
safe. Yeah.
All right. No photographs, please. I'm joking.
Back in the day, I used to run my show wild. Back when the nights went on forever, and I used to race my demons down the longest mile. I ran my best, they ran better, and I don't chase wild horses anymore. I'm not done running from the way I was before. Things I've done that I ain't proud of, I can't even stand the sound of. I still hear them knocking at my door. I don't chase wild horses anymore. I don't chase wild horses anymore.
This is the free jazz version of this song.
Back in the day, I used to run my show wild. Back when the nights went on forever, I don't chase wild horses anymore. I'm not done running from the way I was before. I don't chase wild horses anymore. I don't chase wild horses anymore.
Thanks, y'all.
I feel like my head wants to explode.
Could get messy.
It would definitely get really super messy. No, we just did the Outlaw Country Cruise, and hi, friend. It's another one of my favorite people. Hi, Emily Gimbel. So, speaking of, I've been cramming all this time because we did a tribute for Johnny Anderson, and had Johnny Gimbel playing like on half of those tracks, which was rad. Anyway, But I feel like my brain is fried, so anytime I pick up the bass to like play a song and fill in, I'm just like, where are my fingers are failing me right now, and I don't know what to do about that. So we'll move on to something else. I'll just try to do something I do remember, and that'll be good. So I have this new EP that I'm going to be putting out, and this is one of the first songs that we're going to release. It's called Cardiac Disaster, and it's a love song I wrote for my sister. You are the heartstring that I like to plug. It vibrates out just after it is struck, like sonic pulsing, watching in rewind until the moment where it goes. Oh, oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, and tumbling towards me like crash, my devastator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset on unrequited love. So here I go again into a devastating love. I don't think twice, ripped it out, an addict to the drug. Suicidal tendencies or a morbid desire, it keeps coming back at me like, oh, oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, tumbling towards me like crash, my devastator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset on unrequited love. I know it seems insane, especially when it's not mutually the same, but I don't regret it. I'd rather to know than to have never experienced that. Boom, oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, tumbling towards me like crash, my instigator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset. Oh, surrender, a cardiac disaster, tumbling towards me like crash, my devastator, unraveling faster. We're hitting the reset, and hitting the reset on unrequited love. Ooh, hitting the reset on unrequited love. You're still the heartstring that I like to plug, tethered tightly, can't ever give you up. Still can't give you up. I'll never give you up. Thank you. I think they were trying to play a live version of that one that I did on Coop Radio, Co-op Radio earlier today. Somebody posted. I was like, oh, I'm like, I haven't even released that yet, but I guess they recorded it.
Did?
Huh?
The day you recorded, you were on the radio?
They played a recording that I did of that song a couple months ago when I went. They wanted us to come in this morning, but I told them, I was like, you didn't get in until late, and they're doing a pledge drive and all that kind of stuff. But they were just letting people know that about tonight and that
Oh,
you were in
cool.
town and all that good stuff. So,
Cool.
hi Garrison. It's all my favorite peoples and
How
one
are ya?
reels.
All right. It's nice to see you. We haven't played any of our good songs yet, so you're fine.
Getting the first ones out of the way.
Let's see here. What am I going to say? I got a list that. Let's see here. Okay. It's always nice when people request a song that I know. And it's one of mine. I've had people like request songs that aren't even one of mine, and when you say, "Are there any requests?" you just kind of take it for granted, right? That it's one of your songs, but
Right.
no. All right. Do you know any of the harmony stuff? requested it. Oh, do you know any of the harmony stuff? Sing. Do you want to come sing?
Tiffany.
You better be good too. I don't know you. Don't mess my song up. I left you with nothing but a few tears in my eyes. Now I'm halfway down the interstate pass, Highway 99, and it's just me and one good wiper blade now up against the rain, and I still hear the echoes of those bitter words we said. I could drive 1,000,000 miles and never drive them from my head. Those words we said. No matter how I try, I can't get far enough away. Every sad song on my radio sounds like it's custom made or by some devil on my shoulder that keeps whispering in my ear, and I still hear the echoes of those bitter words we said. I could drive 1,000,000 miles and never drive them from my head. Those words that I wanted like an arrow through the heart and keep me driving. And I still hear the echoes of those bitter words he said. I could drive 1,000,000 miles and never drive them from my head. Those words we said. Oh, we said.
Y'all give it up for Tiffany. I'm gonna go deep. I'm gonna go deep dive for this one. There's a good chance I'm not gonna remember this song. It'll be really embarrassing. It'll be great.
That's a bad introduction. I'll just have to say that.
Well, the idea is if I don't fail, that people will be really impressed.
You're just lowering the bar, is that?
Exactly. Keep those expectations low.
This is gonna be the best song y'all have ever heard in your whole life.
This is what happens when you grow up with a mom who's obsessed with opera. Please take the words back. Please take the words you gave so freely. And stealing my breath from me. Please take the image of you strumming my guitar and shaking the notes from thought I was just playing a part, but now I see the emptiness of a heart. I didn't mean to hurt you. The knife just slipped and cut you through, and now I'm left crying over pieces of you. So please take the words back. Please take the words back. Please take the words back.
All right.
Yay, murder.
We need an audience mic so they could just hand around so you can sing along.
Well, that's the thing is, Mom doesn't really necessarily need a mic. Her voice travels. My favorite is when I'd be on the phone, you know, like the old-fashioned phones that plugged into the wall. I'd be on the phone with a friend, and they'd be like, "What is that I'm hearing in the background?" And it would like, the door would be closed, and I'd open it, and it'd be this wall of sound that would just like kind of hit you in the face. And I go, "That?" And they were like, "Yeah, what is that?" And I go, "It's my mom. She's practicing her vocalize."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sound like a cool mom.
And I was blessed with both of my parents, actually. We'll get to you in a minute, Dad.
All right. Let's see. How about a whiskey song? I have one. Play it for you. It's I don't know if y'all know what the term angel share means. Angel share. If you don't, it's they put the whiskey in the barrel to age, right? And then when they take it out of the barrel, there's a wee bit of it that's gone missing, and that's because of evaporation. But they call that the angel share. So the angel share is basically nothing. It's a part that's not there anymore. So.
No peace, no rest, and the worst ain't over yet. One more to dawn the ache for old lang syne, for heaven's sake. Gonna drink it all up until there's nothing left. I'm gonna drink it all up until I forget that I ever did love you, that I ever did care. I'm gonna drink it all up till there's nothing left but the angel share. nothing left, I'm gonna drink it all up until I forget that I ever did love you, that I ever did care. I'm gonna drink it all up till there's nothing left but the angels share. I can't stand the dark, I can't stand the light. I'm scared of the day and I'm scared of the night. Last dance, last drop. When it's gone, that's when I'll stop. Gonna drink it all up till there's nothing left. Gonna drink it all up until I forget that I ever did love you, that I ever did care. Gonna drink it all up till there's nothing left but the angels share. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Thorn in My Heart. It's on. Yeah, thanks.
I don't think I have a whiskey or drinking song.
That's all I have. That was it. That's it. That's my entire whiskey repertoire right there.
Well, I thought I had one to pull from, and the only thing I could think of was the song that I wrote with Eleanor and about a friend, and it was an intervention song about their drinking called Richey. And I don't think I feel like since I already I should do a song that I know better. So I'll do this other song that I wrote with my sister, and it is inspired by my dad. Because not only did he have a family band that we played all in, which was called Daddy and the Divas, by the way.
Nice.
We come by it honestly. But he also taught us how to fly airplanes. And so my mom and my sister and I, we all have our private pilot license. And so this is a song about learning how to fly. If you wanna ride roller coasters, you must grow so tall to ride. Anticipation, adrenaline racing, knuckle up, you wanted to fly. It's the sound of the engine, full throttle and revving. No time to look behind. telling you, I know it will bruise when you bounce up too high, when you learn to fly, learn to It takes calculation, line up in formation. A certain swagger comes to mind. But careful the wager, but you love the danger. Buckle up, it's time to fly. When you learn to fly, learn to I love it.
We definitely need an audience mic.
We need an audience mic for mom.
Yeah, mom mic.
Little mom mic. That's the thing is like I bet everybody in here can hear my mom just fine though. I bet that's the thing.
No,
That's
we
the
could
beauty
use
about
a
this
little-
room.
A little amplification. That's all right. All right.
She knows how to project. she's actually trying to contain herself right now. So
Yeah. Let's see here. I know what I'll play. I've been doing this for it seems like a really long time, like around 30 years. So it gets harder and harder. I don't know the songwriters out there. It's harder and harder to think of ideas. What do I want to write about? And so I'm always on the lookout for song ideas. And this one came from, see if I say it right. It's Hill Street Blues. And there was Hill Street Blues, and what was the other show that was the same? No, it was the same people. Sipowicz. NYPD
there we
Blue,
go.
right. And the first one was Hill Street Blues, right? Who am I talking to? I heard you out there, but I don't
that's
see you.
Mr. X over there. That's,
Okay, Mr. X.
yeah.
Oh, there you are. You're right there. So I was telling about how I got the idea from this show. I was in Glasgow and I was up on stage and I'm talking about NYPD Blue, and Sipowicz is my favorite character on there. And I can hear somebody in the back just keeps yelling at me. And finally I just said, what are you saying back there? And this woman's going, Hill Street Blues. It's not NYPD Blue. It's Hill Street Blues. So she's hollering at me. So I was like, okay. So as I was saying, Hill Street Blues, where Sipowicz is my favorite character. He was in this episode that I happened to be watching. He was going with this woman lawyer, and I'm hearing Mary Ellen. Her name's Mary Ellen. It's like, oh my God. Okay, so Mary Ellen. And who knew that the Glaswegians had such a vast knowledge of our American crime dramas? But so anyway, we got that all straightened out. So Mary Ellen is talking to Sipowicz in Hill Street Blues, and so Sipowicz says to her, he says, she had this client that she was working with, and he said, if she doesn't get away from that group of people that she's with, it's all going to end in tears. Something really bad's going to happen. I just know it. And so the episode continues, and then Mary Ellen comes home, and she says to Sipowicz, she goes, "Well, you were right," and she said something did bad happen to my client, and Sipowicz said, "Well, pin a rose on me," and I was like, "I'll have that. Thank you very much, Sipowicz." So Hill Street Blues, going with Mary Ellen. But so Chuck Prophet came over. And I said, I got an idea for a song. So we wrote this together, and Chuck's way cooler than me. He's got a cooler version, but here's mine. I'll play for you now.
I disagree.
He's not here.
I disagree. I like your version better.
Oh. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Look at you knocking at my door. Oh, what'd he do? He hasn't done before. Oh, it's the same old sorry song and dance. You're always good for one more chance. Oh, look at you knocking at my door. You saw a light, I saw a freight train coming. I tried to tell you he was no damn good. You heard bells, I heard the hammer fall, and he ran you down like I said he would. Oh, baby, pin a rose on me. Baby, pin a rose on me. It's a dead end road. It's a trail of tears. Oh, it's a heavy load that drops you here. It tears me up to see you run back to him over and over, time and again. Oh, it's a heavy load. Yeah, it's a trail of tears. Sunlight, so free tree coming. I tried to tell you he was no damn good. You heard bells, I heard the hammer fall, and he ran you down like I said he would. Baby, pin a rose on me. Baby, pin a rose on me. Sunlight, I saw a freight train coming. I tried to tell you he was no damn good. You heard bells, I heard the hammer fall, and he ran you down like I said he would. Baby, pin a rose on me. Baby, pin a rose on me.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all.
I love that song.
Oh, thank you.
And Chuck, for that matter. You guys, have you written a lot together?
Yeah, Whistle on Occasion. I think we had 3 songs on that record that we wrote together.
Because he put that on. Whoopah. Was it Mission Express that one was on? No, Age of Miracles was Pin the Rose. He put that one on that one.
So. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
I like that one a lot. Okay, well, I had the pleasure of writing a song with you, and I want to try to do it.
Let's hear it. All right.
So I've been calling this one Abby Normal, partly because that was one of my nicknames from middle school that I dubbed myself, in which nobody in my middle school had ever seen Young Frankenstein, so nobody got the reference, which made it even better. But it was so funny. It was like, it was awesome to sit and write with you, but it was also like, I think it was so frightening at the same time. Because you were like,
'cause I'm pretty scary.
Go deeper. Like, and I would put out a line and she'd be like, no, not that one.
I don't think that's true. I was there.
Anyway, no, Aaron and I were comparing notes. I was like, did it go like this? And he's like, yes.
What, would I just say no?
No. Well, I mean, it's just an ultimate love, so you're already automatically just being like, just love me. That's kind of the whole thought process, I think. So anyway, but I'm really proud of this one, and I have this like crazy TikTok idea for this, which I still don't know how to even open that app without freaking out, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway.
Texas, I didn't line up, I couldn't care less. I wore an Abby Normal choker necklace. I grew up a little suicidal, grief that speaks if you're idle, probably a product of death. Up a little suicidal. And you think you're gonna put me in my place. You think you're gonna put me in my place. Yeah, right. Moved to Austin full of big dreams. Broke in Nashville for a change of scene. Was in a band by 15. And you think you're gonna put me in my place. You think you're gonna put me in my place. Well, I don't think you've really thought this through. Gonna take a bigger man than you. Gonna take better men than you. I'll match you pound for pound. I'm not the kind of gal that backs down. You can't push me around. We'll match you, baby, pound for pound. And you think you're gonna put us in our place. You think you're gonna put
I don't know what happened to it. I like to send that one to all the legislators, with an R next to it right now. Texas and Tennessee, for that matter.
Let's see.
Thank you, darling.
I could maybe try that. I'll give it a whirl.
There was a funny shoot. I'm a blank now. Jackson Brown was talking about how, like, he wrote "Take It Easy," and he was in like Arizona, and they really wanted him to play "Peaceful Easy Feeling," which he's like, I didn't write that one. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'll give it a go.
Thanks. Yeah.
And it gets to the part where the line is, "What a woman can do to your soul," is the line, but he said like, "Oh, what a woman can do to a man," or something like that, and the whole audience groaned. And so he stopped and he's like, "What?" And they're going, "Soul. What a woman can do to your soul." And he's like, "Well, this is what you get for requesting songs that aren't mine."
Yeah,
so
fair enough. Let's see. I'm not sure if I know this song or not. Okay, what else you got? Anything? Okay, I can do a Rise song. Let's see here. All right. Thank you. We're over here talking about it. I made a record called Rise, and I made it with Bill Bottrell, who did like, Sheryl Crow, Saturday Night Music Club, and all that sort of stuff. But I was playing a show in London, and after the show was over, I was at the merch table, and people were coming up and talking, and this guy came up to talk to me. He goes, "Do you know that record Rise?" And I said, "Uh-huh." And he said, "It's very different from all your other records." I said, "Yeah, it's different." I said, "It might be my favorite record that I've made." And he goes, "I don't like it."
jeez.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for stopping by the merch table. So...
I always wonder why people bother say anything at all. Like they always have to say something. Where were you when this happened?
In London.
Okay. I feel like anywhere in Sweden or something like that, like they inevitably are just way too honest. And they'll be like, "Oh, your show was better last time."
Was it that on Ted Lasso? Was it the Swedish guy? He said he's not rude, he's Swedish, or something like that. That was
Exactly.
I think it was a Swede. It was some Scandi person.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. All right. This is from Rise. It's not for that guy. It's for you.
Fuck that guy.
Let's see.
Well, it's not hard to see. Anyone who looks at me knows I am just a rolling stone. Never landed any place to call my own. To call my own. Well, it seems like so long ago, but it really ain't, you know. I started off a crazy kid. Miracle I made it through the things I did. The things I did. Well, someday I'll go where there ain't no rain or snow. Till then I travel alone, and I make my bed with the stars above my head, and I dream of a place called home. I had a chance to settle down, get a job and live in town, and work in some old factory. I never liked a foreman standing over me. Oh no, I'd rather walk a windy road, rather know the things I know and see the world with my own eyes. No regrets, no looking back.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks. I wrote that with Mike Henderson. He's so great. He's one of my favorite writers in Nashville, but he's been writing a bunch with Chris Stapleton. So they have a lot of the songs that Chris is singing. He wrote with Mike. Yeah. Thanks.
Lucky dude. I've written a lot of songs with Aaron Lee Tashton. And the one I was thinking of was the one that we wrote together with Chris Porter called I'll Make a Livin'. But again, that's one I haven't played and I don't even know how long. And I don't want to fuck it up. So I'm going to go with the first song we wrote together. I can't believe you flew in today. I'm so glad that you're here.
I did. Me too. Oh, thanks.
So Kim and Betty Sue and I are gonna. No, we're not talking about it. It's a secret. Okay.
Just in the nick of time. It almost went over the internet. It is? What? Don't tell anyone. If you're out there listening, internet people. Betty Sue.
Well, it's not internet people. It's like the 5 Patreons that I have that might be tuning in.
You are cleaning up. I don't want any one of you 5 people to tell anybody else what's going on.
We haven't announced it yet?
No.
Okay. I want some.
It's a secret.
I didn't say
rollout.
anything. Speaking of too much too soon, that's the name of this song.
Nice segue.
Hold on. So alluding, so endearing, this happy feeling of a new beginning or a fairy tale of unrequited love. So I'm sitting on this rainbow while my heart pleads to let go. My arms across your chest, God, I feel like such a mess, but I'll do my best, trying not to love you too much too soon, trying not to feel you when you're in the room, trying not to dream of you as this might come true. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon. To have and lose a lover takes a hard time to recover from the dam that breaks and buries all. So warm in the glow of a chance, burn the shadows of lovers past. So tired of running while my heart keeps drumming a beat so out of time. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon, trying not to feel you when you're in the room, trying not to dream of you as this might come true, trying not to love you too much too soon, and trying not to hold you down, fly too close to the ground. My heart can't escape the sound of the song that I found when you came around. I'm trying not to love you too much too soon. Trying not to feel you when you're in the room. Trying not to dream of you. Is this might come true? Trying not to love you too much too soon. Oh, oh,
Very good.
I've probably written with Aaron more than anyone else that I've co-written with, but I think that's my favorite of it.
Are you guys familiar with Aaron Lee Tashin? Whoa, somebody scared me.
He gets brought up a lot.
He's so great. His guitar playing, songwriting, singing, just like the works. But I live in East Nashville, and he is my across the alley neighbor. And I could hear him sitting out there playing guitar. We have carports, and our cars have never seen the carport. It's because we make them into outdoor little rooms. So he was over in his carport room, and I was over in my carport room. And but I was a little intimidated by him, I have to say, because he was just so good and so cool and everything. And so I'm just over my little house, and
you guys are both being intimidated of each other. That's what I think is funny. It's like, oh my God, that's over there is Kim Richey. I'm just gonna sit here with my guitar and try not to make eye contact.
He like, you know, we weren't supposed to go any place. Like in my neighborhood, people were walking like about in the early evening. Everybody would be on their walks, and I live on like the main drag of the walkways. And so I'd be in the house, and I'd see Aaron and Erica, his girlfriend, and they'd walk by. And you know, I'm in the sweatpants that I've had on for God knows how long, you know, and a bandana on my head and stuff. And they're like dressed to the nines walking the neighborhood. And I didn't know them yet, but I was like the crazy lady across the alley, and I'd just yell out the window, "Nice pants," you know, or something weird like that. And because they were nice pants, they were made out of granny squares. I mean, they're spectacular. He's a fancy dresser. Yeah. But so I finally got to meet Aaron, and we did a show together. And I talked him into writing a song, and we were talking about how much we love our neighborhood where we live. And I said, "Well, do you want to write us?" I go, "What about the guy, you know, the kid?" And he goes, "Oh, I love the kid." And he knew exactly what I was talking about. There's this kid that rides through our neighborhood every once in a while on a mini bike or some other like weird thing he's Frankensteined in his parents' garage. Yeah. So he's out there, and the great thing about this kid is like he's just out there, and he does not give a damn about anything. You know, he's just out there. He's got like red crazy hair that's just sticking up all over the place, and he'll be riding around, and you would think, you know, you think like. And it makes some noise, and you'd think, like, especially being older, you'd be like, "Oh, there's that kid again," you know. But it's like I hear the mini bike, and I run to the window, going, "It's the kid," you know. And I had like my guitar player called me up one time. He goes, "Is the kid a little chunky?" And I said, "Maybe, yeah, a little chunky." He goes, "I saw the kid," you know. It's like he doesn't even know that he's got this following yet. But so Aaron came over, and I said I think we should write about the kid, and I think we should call it Joyrider. Yeah. So I'll play it for you, but it's just me on guitar. But my vision for this song is if the Monkees and the Archies got together on a side project, and this is what they recorded. All right, let's see if I can remember it.
He can beat the odds like Everybody owes him money. Yeah, he's an angel on a motorbike in the land of milk and honey. Hey, hey, joyrider, he's back in town, back in town. He's a do or die, flying low to the ground, low to the ground, ground. Joyrider's back in town. Now the chorus is pretty simple, so when it comes around next time, and I know there's a lot of singers in here, so sing along. Let's see the next verse. He don't need no leather jacket, no bubble gum machine. The kid loves to make a racket and doesn't how to make an engine sing. Hey, hey, joyrider, he's back in town, back in town. He's a do or die, flying low to the ground, low to the ground. Joyrider's back in town. When I see him ride, it feels just like I could grow wings and fly away. Hey, hey. I forget the second verse, so I'm going to sing the third verse, which I sang last time as the second verse, because I'd forgotten the second verse, so I'm going to sing the third verse again now. That's what's going to happen. He don't need no leather jacket, no bubble gum machine. The kid loves to make a racket. He knows how to make an engine sing. Ready? Hey, hey, joyrider, he's back in town, back in town. He's a do or die, flying low to the ground, low to the ground. Let's sing another chorus. Hey, hey, joyrider, he's back in town, back in town. He's a do or die, flying low to the ground, low to the ground. Joyrider's back, joyrider's back, joyrider's back in town. Nice sing along, guys.
That's good to know.
No,
that.
it's not recorded yet. I haven't.
I think Aaron has. I've heard him do it with the band.
Well, I haven't got to hear him with the band. Yeah, it's.
So I was like, wait a minute, I'd heard that one.
I think I lost my pick in my overalls.
Oh no. Do you need another one?
Maybe. Do you have a yellow?
I got plenty of yellow.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry?
Eventually, he'll be through. No worries. If I have anything to do with it, he will be.
He's so darn good, man. Crazy.
Met him many, many years ago, it seems like now, in New York City, and he had a band called the Madison Square Gardeners. It was pretty classic. Yeah. There's a lot of good-looking boys in that band.
This is like an Aaron Lee Tashin tribute.
I know. It's like we could do all the songs.
He's fine in case anybody thinks he's dead or something, and we're honoring him. He's
Why does
he's
a tribute
fine.
have to be for somebody who's dead? No, it's like tributes can be for living people too.
Yeah.
I guess. I'm just so happy with that song. I can't get it out of my head now. Hey, y'all, if y'all don't have plans tomorrow night, I want to tell you about this fun show that I get to go and sing a couple songs with at the 04 Center tomorrow. Miss Garrison Starr is going to be playing. I'm very excited that she's in town. She's another incredible singer-songwriter. I love you, lady.
I'm happy you came too. It's a love fest.
It's total love fest. Okay. Does anybody want to hear anything? Actually, let me just throw that out there just because. Fuck it. What? Did he say Borderline? No. You want to hear Borderline? Yay, we want the crazy songs. That makes me happy. I wrote this one with my buddy Scott Davis. And Scott Davis and I did some time together, as I like to say, in the Hayes Carl Band.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And old Hazy, you know, he had some very interesting fans that are a little bubble off plum, as my mom likes to say. Which I had to have that explained to me for a long time, because really I just thought it was like a bubble on a plum, and they're like, no, 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 it's a level. And I was like, oh, things that you're not supposed to admit to that you do. Welcome to my show. Anyway, so there was this one lady who came into play, and she definitely, I couldn't say this was her diagnosis, but she definitely came off as someone who with borderline personality disorder. So this helped inspire this song. So no, this is not Madonna, but it is called Borderline. Take a trip a little now, just to slip into a dark hole that we will call mind games. No one ever said you had to be sane. You chest your grin, you little Jim, turning into mad as I had her. Bearing gifts to bring home silver platters. But when the going gets weird, the weird turn proud. Borderline, borderline, everything's fine till it's not. Borderline, borderline, can't always keep what you buy. So find a tool just to fool a little jewel that you can stick in your brass crown. Another and another one goes down. Now you're late for a day and you're at the gate and demanding you need to be sat down in the front row. 'Cause after all, baby, it's your show. Hey, but pharmacology and mediocrity don't mix. Borderline, borderline, everything's fine till it's not. Borderline, borderline, can't always keep what you buy. What's the definition of insanity?
Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Exactly. Take a pill, another pill, and drink your fill. You know you never ever will learn the correct way. Spin a tell and save it for the next day. Take a fall, the writing's on the wall, but don't worry, baby, you can always find another symptom. But who's gonna play the victim? feel like I should have a warning sign, like, be friends with me with caution, because I tend to find inspiration. Especially when I'm pissed off.
Oh, not really, but I always think so. I always try to play some songs for me. I made a record that was like for the 20th year anniversary of a record that I made called Glimmer, and it was just kind of a little quieter. It had flugelhorn and some different stuff like that on a different treatment for the songs, but. Yeah, it came out in conjunction with the pandemic, which I can't recommend as a marketing plan. So that's about as far as it went. Was right there.
I feel that.
Yeah, but let's see here. I'm gonna play. I'll play another new song. Let's see here. Like the weird thing about when like pandemic, when we were all locked up and everything, I'd hear on the radio and I'd hear interviews with these people, like when they were saying, well, what are you doing now, during, and I had big plans, man. I was going to learn Spanish. I was going to do all this stuff. Yeah. And I hear people on the radio, it's like, well, I recorded 2 albums in my bedroom, and I've written a book, and I've had 3 children, and it's like,
adopted a
dog. I couldn't write, man. My head was too full of other crap, and so my major accomplishment for that entire time was keeping Sourdough Starter alive for like a year, right? So that was I managed to write like a couple songs. So I'll play one for you. All right.
When the lights came on and we'd surveyed the damage done, we took a look around but never found the smoking gun. You said, kiss me one more time for old time's sake. Now there's a promise just waiting to break. Oh, Lord knows you take the cake, you do. Oh, yes, you yes, you do. Well, Peter Pan's got nothing on you, as far as I can tell. But you might find as the years go by that it's a harder sell. You said, kiss me one more time for old time's sake. Now there's a promise just waiting to break. Oh, Lord knows you take the cake, you do. Well, yes, you do. Yes, you do. I got a magpie heart. I'm a sucker for a shiny object, shining just out of reach, always a little out of reach. The sun comes up and the sun goes down, and there's another day. Another day behind us, still so much left on our plates. You said, kiss me one more time for old time's sake. Now there's a promise just waiting to break. Oh, Lord knows you take the cake, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. You know, when I played that when I was over in the UK, and people would come up to me afterwards and they'd say, we don't say take the cake, we say take the biscuit. And I was like, well, you can keep your stinking biscuit, because I'm not going to try to rhyme biscuit. You know, I'm going to stay with cake.
Also, when they say biscuit, they mean cookie, and I'm always confused by that too.
You might have more luck with cookie rhyming than, I don't know, Wookiee's the only thing. If I were writing a Star Wars type song. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Wookiee?
Wookiee? I think that's a great idea, actually. I have a relatively new song that I want to try to do here.
All right. Let's hear it. I think I'm okay. I got my water still. Thank you, though.
I'll take another rainwater. Sure, why not? Ooh, doubling up on the rainwater. Okay, it's called Richard Sparkling Water, and I have a habit now of calling it Dick Water, which is really inappropriate.
How could you
Just
not?
wanted to share that.
Do you think they did that on purpose? They'd have to know that that's what it was going to be called.
It was
right?
it was automatically gonna be nicknamed. Can you put a little bitters in that for me, buddy? Yo, give it up for Dominic behind the bar, by the way. Okay, this one, I basically came up with this line and I was in love with it, so somehow I managed to make it happen. It's called I'm in Love with Your Potential. I feel like that's a lesson a lot of women have had to learn. Can't control anyone's actions, only to learn to not expect. Keep it where we can manage, or set it up for conflict. Now I admit that I repeat patterns, and some I know I should quit. But I'd rather play a martyr than to try to make it fit. So I'm in love with your potential, and that's not who you are. No one said it would be simple. Matters of the heart, and not that I don't see you trying to mend the broken parts. No matter what you do, love is up to you, and only time will tell. We have had to learn a couple lessons and have a few tales of loss. Some no longer answer, many who've left their mark. And I'm not saying that I'm not open, but I'm not holding my breath. Need I remind you, is who's the one who started this? With your potential, and that's still not who you are. No one said it would be simple. Matters of the heart, and not that I don't see you trying to mend the broken parts. No matter what you do, love is up to you, and only time will tell. With your potential, and still not who you are. And no one said it could be simple. Matters of the heart, and I can see that we are trying to mend the broken parts. No matter what you do, love is up to you, and only time will tell. You feel, it's what you do, and how you show, it's up to you. only time will tell. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, we got time for two more. You do one, I do one.
Okay. Let's see here.
Do you have one picked out?
Well, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
See if I remember this. This was on the Glimmer record and also on the redo of Glimmer record. It was in the not as popular Kevin Costner baseball movie. For the Love of the Game. Whoa, somebody saw it. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I don't miss the good old days. I've learned a lot since then. I've changed my ways. I'm not bothered by those things that used to get me down. Only when you come around. Only when you come around. And I don't carry much regret, but we all hold something that we'd just as soon forget. And I remember it was today, the love we found every time you come around. Every time you come around. Well, I'm the first to say I should forget you, and I wish I could. But sometimes wishes don't come true.
Whoa. I've never played it that way before. I probably won't play it that way again.
Does it seem like much to ask to live a life that isn't caught up in the past? But there's really no place else on earth for me right now. I wish you'd come around. Yeah, I wish you'd come around. Oh, why don't you come around?
Thank you.
Sad Girls.
You want me to play Sad Girls?
I mean, I love that song. If you don't feel like playing, I totally understand.
I had a plan, but
Go your plan, please. I know how it feels.
no.
No codependency.
You've ruined her whole set, Garrison. That's fine. Whatever you want.
Well, I don't know. Kim, have you heard
I
this
want to
song
hear
of
Sad
mine?
Girls too.
Have you? You haven't heard my song "Fuck with Sad Girls"? I actually tried to write this one with Aaron Lee, and he promptly told me no when I told him what I wanted to title it. He was like, I'm not touching it. And then I sent it to him, and he's like, God damn it. Okay, just so you know, I was about to do a Kim Richey song that she didn't do, but I did get to be in a band with Kim in Nashville.
We were good too.
We had 2 shows. It was you and Mondo Signs and
Will Kimbrough.
Will Kimbrough, and then I got to be the bass player, and I don't remember the drummer's name now.
Oh shoot, Mike.
Mike?
Yeah.
I thought it was Rick.
No, it's not Rick.
No, it's
Mike.
definitely not
I think
Rick.
Mike.
Okay. Or Mark.
Not Mark.
Not Mark. It's definitely Mike. I don't know. I'm so bad about that.
Yeah, a
Anywho.
bunch with Mondo. Yeah. We had some really good harmonies too.
I know. It was so much fun. We did 2 shows, and it was so much fun. And I feel like we should bring back Double Star Blast. That's what we went by. Okay. So this was my radio hit. But I wrote it about depression, and it's always kind of funny when some dude likes to come to me at the merge table, as they do, and like to talk to you and say things that you really wish they wouldn't say. And they were like, just so you know, I do fuck sad girls. And I'm like,
Somebody really said that to you? Did you deck them? They deserved a good punching.
and I was like, well, I would like to talk to those sad girls on their behalf, but and I was like, you're kind of missing the point of the song, though. It's not as literal as you're taking it, but anyway, there is an interpretive dance, though, if anybody's interested in that. That's always really fun to watch people do. I know, where is Betty Sue when you need her? She knows all the moves. But anyway, if you know it, sing along. She looks through the rear view. While the rest just seem to pass her by. Always watching the world through the corner of an eye. She sits like a bird just about to fly. But no one really wants to fuck the sad girl. No one wants to see the cracks the makeup doesn't hide. 'Cause she's no one's girl, a little pearl who wants to see the inside. 'Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. She wakes up in last night's makeup. It's just one more of the days in her life. Always watching the world through the corner of an eye. She sits like a bird just about So here's to, thank you. Middle fingers up, please. To the rear view. Whatever helps you to never bat an eye. 'Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. Sing along now. No one really wants to fuck with sad girls. No one really wants to fuck with sad girls. So be a sad girl. Be a sad boy, a sad girl, sad girl. Be a sad boy, a sad girl, sad girl. Be Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. Thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with us. Y'all give it up for Kim Richey.
Bonnie Whitmore.
I'm just proud of myself for keeping it together. And stay tuned. Very exciting news coming soon.
It's a big secret.
Dude, it was an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Thanks for